the 2K Sports pregame show.
Welcome to 2K Sports, everybody. I'm Ernie Johnson, sitting alongside the Big Diesel, Shaquille O'Neal, and the prop plane, Kenny Smith. We're bringing you the Chicago Bulls out at United Center as they'll face off against the Phoenix Suns. Looking at the last game for Phoenix, it was a loss to Philadelphia. That game was high scoring. Tonight, they'll need to be better defensively. And already the grind of the new season starting to show. Shaq, how do you stay fresh for the long haul, both as a player and as just a massive individual?
Veteran guys, you got to know how to pace yourself. And minute restrictions, it really has become a bigger part of the game.
Yeah, I agree. So, injury histories, always taken into account now. This is why you have to develop depth.
How do you stay fresh for the long haul?
Oh, man, I have this drink I put together.
Oh, really? What is it?
Oh, yeah. It's a little, I take tomatoes, right? And I squish them up, and it gets real like tomato sauce.
Uh-huh.
And I put that in. And then I take kale salad. I put that in.
What are you making, spaghetti?
I put ginger in it.
Yeah.
Put that in. I put a little cayenne pepper in, a little bell pepper.
Sounds disgusting.
Ernie, he's making lasagna over there.
Sounds disgusting.
Can I get some of your lasagna?
Oh, man, it's the pepper. It makes you pep up.
Yeah, that'll do it for us. Thanks for tuning in.
Let's view the starting lineup of the visiting Phoenix Suns. At small forward, Josh Jackson. At center, DeAndre Ayton. At the other forward position, Trevor Ariza. At shooting guard, Jamal Crawford. At the other guard position, Devin Booker. Head coach of the team.
And now, the starting lineup for your Chicago Bulls. At the small forward position, at 6'6", number 45, Denzel Valentine. Starting at point guard, at 6'3", number 32, Chris Dunn. At the center position, 7 feet, number 42, Robin Lopez. Starting at the other guard, standing 6'5", number 8, Zach LaVine. At the other forward position, standing 6'8", number 2, Jabari Parker.
Your home team head coach is Fred Hoiberg.
The starting lineup for your Chicago Bulls.
And as the Suns coming in from out of town on this one, an interconference game today. It's Wednesday Night Basketball, live on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony, Hall of Famer Doris Burke, and another Hall of Famer, David Aldridge, from the sidelines. The story here, T.J. Warren injured and unable to play.
Well, when he got hurt in that last game, the hope was that it wouldn't be too serious. But we now know that's not the case. You really just wish him all the luck in the world in terms of his rehab.
Yeah, our hearts go out to him. You never want to see that happen, especially when it could be for an extended amount of time.
So the opening lineup for the Suns. We've got Crawford, Trevor Ariza out there with Ayton. Then there's Devin Booker, and it's Jackson in at the 3 spot. LaVine, good.
Yeah, that's just a nice pass. This was one of college basketball's premier playmakers, done showing great vision.
Chris Dunn, taken 5th overall back in 2016. Didn't break through in his rookie season with the Wolves. He's getting more opportunity here in Chicago.
For 3.
Parker outside for 3. That's in, coming off an assist from Dunn. Parker's got himself on the board with 3 there.
And that's how you answer back.
You can tell that was a little give good, get good. Executed well on the offensive end, connects on the deep threat.
Ariza kicks to Jackson. Another 3 for Phoenix. And Greg, you look at Dunn. It can take longer for point guards to develop in the NBA.
A great point. It's the most cerebral position in our game. Learning how to run an NBA offense is a challenge. Good news, though, is he's putting in the work necessary to figure it out and progressing nicely.
Here's Crawford after the made shot from Zach LaVine. Here's Booker. And no good that time. And Chicago will go the other way with the ball. Outplayed in the previous game on their schedule, losing to the Raptors.
And with your defense, one part's your ability, the other, though, is effort, and that one they showed neither.
No, there's no question, Greg. I thought their defensive intensity was lacking from the outset. It looked like they were just hoping the other team would miss.
Now about 2 minutes gone here in the first quarter. And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
I was able to talk with Igor Kokoshkov for a minute. This is the first meeting of the season between these teams, and he stressed to his guys the need to rely on their instincts at the offensive end. He said, we do a good job of finding soft spots in defenses without forcing things. If we keep doing that, we'll be in good shape. We'll see if they can keep that up tonight, Kevin. Back to you.
David, thank you. Sounds like shooting is what he's concerned with most early on.
Yeah, they're looking for a controlled, patient offense today, and the key to that will be shot selection.
Well, I think that means they need everyone being decisive out there. Make strong, quick decisions at the offensive end.
And he gets it to go.
And gliding to the rim there. Ariza looking graceful on that move.
Dunn passes to LaVine. Can't hit that one.
That was their first miss of the game. 4 for 5 right now. What a good start.
Ariza with it. He's picked up by Parker. Ariza finds Booker. Over Dunn. Here's Ayton. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It's on Jabari Parker.
And at 7'1" and 250 pounds, Ayton is a handful. Not easy trying to guard him without fouling. And you know DeAndre Ayton, all that hype around him. He goes 7 feet, 250 with that 7'5" wingspan and already produces. But still, he shows considerable upside.
First one falls for him. You know, Greg, what amazes me about Ayton, the skill level for someone his size.
I mean, he can put the ball on the floor, really improving as a facilitator. You look at Embiid, you look at Big Cat, Ayton gives you a lot of those similar traits.
And so he makes both from the line.
You know, so much hype around Ayton. Has that rare combination of NBA-ready body, productivity, and upside.
Now here's Lopez. Parker, right side. Shoots from 12. Rebounded by Jackson.
Well, he carves out the space he needs, just the finish was not good.
Bucket number 3. He's a perfect 3 for 3 to start.
Well, this guy is developing more and more of an interior game, and I like watching Josh Jackson convert this close to the cup.
Dunn kicks to LaVine. Misses off the left iron. The Suns on offense. Good momentum, 8 straight points. Here's Ariza. Booker the pass to Ayton. Good ball movement here by the Suns. Goes back up, and the Suns tack on 2 more.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
And here's LaVine, who brings it up for the Chicago Bulls. 7-point differential. And the first timeout of the game called for Chicago. Doris, when you think about Devin Booker, you have to think about the 70 points he dropped on the Celtics that one night.
Ooh, what a special evening that was, Kevin. Most points ever for a Phoenix Suns player. Most points ever scored against the Celtics. More than Wilt Chamberlain. Think about that, Kev.
Parker against Ariza. The kick out to Lopez. Pass to Levine. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Dunn. And it's Phoenix with the rebound.
Boy, that's exactly how you have to play defense when he's driving the lane. You cannot give him any space.
Ariza no luck. Bulls trail by 7. Dunn passes to Parker. Back to Dunn. The pass to Valentine. The dish now to Parker. Will it go? And the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
That's his first personal foul.
And looking at Jabari Parker, 6'8", about 250 pounds. Greg, what's his best position?
You know, I think he has a small forward skill, but with the way the game is changing, you could see him play some power forward as well. And I think his best fit might just be at the 4 because of the mismatch he can create.
Doors when the light finally goes on for a young guy. So fun to watch. Younger players who've got all the talent and all the world right in front of them, but yet haven't put it all together just quite yet.
It's amazing to me how quickly we can give up on a young guy who maybe doesn't find success right out of the gate. But the reality is you have to remember, player development is the lifeblood of this league, maybe now more than ever with the current state of the salary cap. So a little patience as a fan base goes a long, long way.
Mm-hmm.
One shot, gentlemen.
Free throw drops for Ayton. The Suns coach Igor Kokoshkov has coached Slovenia to the 2017 Eurobasket title. Doris, the country's first ever European title. It certainly helped put his name on the map.
Yeah, no doubt, Kevin. This young man has had great success internationally and as an NBA assistant. And how about Kokoshkov, a homecoming in Phoenix? He and his family have maintained a house there for over a decade.
Jackson against Parker. Shot clock at 6. Passes it to Lopez with the fadeaway.
And they've done a nice job controlling the defensive backboard to start this game.
Ariza outside. Pass to Jackson. He kicks to Crawford. And here's Booker. He's coming off an unbelievably high-scoring game. Off target there, that would have pushed the lead to double digits. Here's Dunn, and it's Ayton with the rebound. Ayton's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Ariza dishes to Jackson. Crawford kicks to Jackson. Ayton, the pass to Booker. Valentine grabs the board.
And he's been way off the mark this quarter. It's been ugly.
And here we go. Fast break. Crawford's got it. Phoenix with a new shot clock. Second shot opportunity. And Booker with the layup. Booker's got his second basket of the game.
And loving the hustle here early. I mean, they struck first on the offensive glass.
Dunn kicks to Parker. Pass to Lopez. Valentine with it. Here's Dunn. Good on the three-point shot.
Chris Dunn really working to become effective long-range shooter. When he gets daylight, he's not shy.
Crawford looking over the floor. Ayton dishes to Booker. Again, the miss by Booker.
Well, there's no consistency from the field in this quarter. We'll see if he can get his shot going.
Dunn kicks to Parker. Back to Dunn. Over Booker. Dunn misses. On offense, here are the Suns. They're on a 15-6 run. And that one's good, Ayton. Ayton's got 7 points.
And padding that field goal percentage, just hard to stop Ayton when he gets the ball that deep.
Levine finds Lopez, and the foul called on Jamal Crawford. That's his first foul. Some changes for Chicago. Carter comes in for Robin Lopez, and it's Portis in for Valentine. And for the Suns, Richaun Holmes, he's checked in for Ariza. And Daniels subbed in for Jamal Crawford. Now, here's Portis. He's averaging a bit over 5 points a game. 6 to shoot. Dunn passes to Levine. Here's Parker with the three. Carter. He drains it as the shot clock ticks down.
And that one gives them a +5 rebound advantage, Kevin.
Booker against Dunn. And Booker kicks to Holmes. And the pass to Jackson. To the middle. Here's Ayton. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. 9 points in the game so far.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Pass to Portis. Pass to Levine. Stolen by Jackson. Kicks to Booker. Pass to Holmes. Here's Jackson. Clock at 6. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Parker with a clean look, and the three ball is good.
Yeah, Levine finding the open man. The difference for him right now, playing under control. It's so interesting to me that if you look at the history of the Phoenix Suns, it was the Mike D'Antoni era where they set the trend towards up-tempo run-and-gun basketball and emphasizing the three. Remember the great Steve Nash at the helm. They were an offensive juggernaut at that time, guys.
Justin Holiday's checked in for Dunn. And a change for the Suns. Anderson's checked in. And so here is Chicago, trailing by 5. Levine finds Portis. 2 minutes left. Jackson against Parker. Floats one up. Can't hit from in close. And the Suns from 2004 to 2010, a team that easily could have won it all.
No doubt, Kevin, the fine line between winning and losing. 3 trips to the Western Conference Finals, and if not for a few bad bounces and untimely suspensions, who knows what we'd be talking about. Boy, his marksmanship has been unbelievable this quarter, and they're still down.
Levine against Booker. Levine passes to Carter. Back to Levine, and there's the call on Devin Booker. That is his first foul of the game. Tyson Chandler, he's checked in for the Suns. 1:14 left to play in the first. The pass to Holiday. 6 on the shot clock from 12 feet out. The shot that time not on target. And Phoenix will come the other way.
They've been beating them to a lot of those loose balls and rebounds here to start.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Now here's Levine. They really needed more from him in that loss to Toronto. Parker outside. Carter left side. Here's Portis. And it's off from three-point range. Suns leading by 5. Anderson outside. There's 21 seconds left to play in the first, and the basket is good.
And I'm not really sure that's the time for the fadeaway, but he sure can make it count.
Levine against Booker. Passes to Parker. Buries it down low. Parker's got 15 points.
Defensively, this is what you know. He's coming off a hot game and looking to keep it rolling.
Well, you want to slow this man's roll right now if you're the defense, because you've got to make somebody else beat you. He's cooking right now.
And we'll be back with you shortly. Josh Jackson, the 4th pick in 2017. He's already made an impression on his teammate, Devin Booker.
Josh is an ultra competitor. He has the same mindset, that winning mindset. And, I think that's where it starts, people that actually care about the game. And Josh is definitely one of those guys.
Well, these two have a very bright future.
I mean, between Booker's shooting and Jackson's defensive versatility and potential, that's a duo to watch.
And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And from what we've seen, guys, from Phoenix, what do you guys see?
I tell you what, that first quarter, you can see the game plan is a commitment to offensive rebounding.
Well, you love the determination. It seems like every rebound is theirs for the taking. They are overwhelming the opposition.
On the court right now, second quarter starting for the Suns. Chandler out there with Holmes. Then there's Anderson. Then there's Devin Booker. And it's Daniels in at the 2 spot. From deep. And Holmes throws it down.
This guy is a beast on the board.
And when he gets those second chance points, GA, he does not waste one of them.
He's so very quick to convert off the miss, and usually with authority.
And Parker, here we go. Doors are seeing a lot of movement on the offensive side of the ball. A lot of screening, a lot of movement, obviously, without the ball. Does that require more awareness, not only on the offensive side to make those moves, but also defensively?
No, I don't think there's any question about it. One of the most important things you can do if you're an excellent defensive team is you start with communication. So as that action starts, the movement and the screening, are the teammates talking? Screen coming right, screen coming left. Do we want to trap the screen? Do we want to make sure the ball gets out of a certain player's hands? Communication in this day and age against motion offenses has got to be at the top of the list defensively.
Well said. Felicio's checked in for the Bulls. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. Just over a minute gone here in the second quarter. Daniels with it. He's coming off a 16-point game against Philadelphia. Anderson trying to free himself up. Daniels, no good. And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Well, guys, Devin Booker is a 20-point-per-game scorer since his second season in the league. And he knows you have to have confidence to be a great shooter. He said, know the work you've put in, trust your game. Just because you miss shots, you can't doubt yourself. You're supposed to fall, and they will if you keep shooting. Kevin?
Next shot mentality for sure. Thanks, DA.
And if you look at the numbers for Devin Booker last season, I mean, he upped his assists and rebounding, his scoring and shooting percentages. He has continued to impress with his development.
One shot.
And that one misses. And Greg, if you know anything about Devin Booker, so dedicated to his craft. What's next for him, you think, in taking his game to the next level?
No doubt. I think it starts at the defensive end. I mean, he's one of the league's best at scoring the basketball, but defensively, I think that's going to be the challenge if he wants to become truly an elite player. And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Here is Daniels. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. And stolen by Portis. And here in the second quarter of action with a hair under 2.5 minutes played so far. Outside Holiday. Back to Portis. 6 to shoot. Yes, and it's Holiday with the assist that time. Portis has got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Daniels kicks to Booker. Pass to Holmes. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Jabari Parker. That'll be his second foul of the game.
And that's foul number 2. And maybe you don't sit him at this point, but you really have to be careful to not pick up another before half.
Valentine's checked in for the Bulls. Trevor Ariza's checked in for the Suns. Now here's Anderson. He's guarded closely. Over Valentine. A nice shot by Anderson.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Levine with it. Now guarded by Booker. And in the second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already. Portis against Chandler. Ball's knocked loose. And that's out of bounds. Phoenix will retain possession.
Suns ball.
And this is what the schedule looks like coming up for the Phoenix Suns. On Friday, they'll be playing against LaMarcus Aldridge and the Milwaukee Bucks. Then on Sunday, they'll be matching up with Andre Drummond and the Detroit Pistons.
And for their matchup with the Clippers, it's the second game of a back-to-back, and you know they're going to be feeling the effects of it. Playing that much basketball in that short amount of time really takes a toll.
Ariza outside, and that one drops. Now Holiday, he's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. On the wing, Levine. Good D by Booker. And so Booker will bring it up for the Suns. Their biggest lead of the game was 9, coming off that loss against Philadelphia.
Yeah, I just thought their energy was lacking defensively. Just gave up way too many easy shots.
And when the defense isn't there, Greg, you really open up the floodgates for the other team. They didn't have any heart.
Now here is Holiday. He's covered by Daniels. Booker against Levine. Shot clock at 5. The Bulls need to get a shot off here. The shot by Holiday, no good. Phoenix leading by 8. Ariza goes in. There's the basket and make it a double-digit lead. Ariza's got 4 points in the quarter.
A strong finisher around the rim. Ariza with the size to do some damage.
Time called here. The Bulls decide to talk it over. A player who can calm down a team in a very interesting intersection of the game is a valued commodity. And Doris, you see a lot of these players every game in the league that have that quality.
You do, and you could go across any number of organizations. I would begin with Chris Paul, who has the ability to hit big shots, either on his own ability to break a defender down or to find the right person to create that opportunity. Sean Livingston of the Golden State Warriors and Andre Iguodala of the Golden State Warriors are two what I like to call stabilizers. And then the other great guy, of course, we have to include him in every conversation, is LeBron James, because he can dictate the outcome of a game on a possession-by-possession basis.
And there's the call on DeAndre Ayton. That is his first foul of the game.
That's his first personal foul.
So it's Chicago now, a 12-point game.
And thought that pass was going to get through, but no. All of a sudden, he was going the other way with the basketball.
Pass to Crawford. From deep, another three for Phoenix.
Yeah, and they're starting to warm up from the field this quarter.
Well, Chicago has gone 5 of 9 when they put up the three-point shot tonight. Right wing. Dunn passes to Lopez. Now, here's Dunn. He's covered closely. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Trying to end the drought. They get a hand on it.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
Here is Daniels, guarded by Holiday. And here's Daniels. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game. Phoenix needs to get off a shot. And it's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over. Here we are in November. Let's see how things are shaking out in the West early in the season. You look at Golden State. They like where they stand right now, perched in that topmost position. And checking out Phoenix, 8 games out.
Well, right now for the Suns, it's early, but we can already say something about them that we couldn't say last year. This may be a team with legitimate playoff hopes.
Time called here. The Bulls decide to talk it over.
Well, I mean, he needs to talk to his guys. The interior defense has been horrific.
Absolutely no rim protection whatsoever. At this point, the other team is walking all over them on the inside.
And Phoenix making a change here. Jackson's checked in. Now, here's Dunn. 14 points from him the last game against Toronto.
And his big night wasn't limited to his offense. His steals numbers were way up there, and it was a special night for him in just about every way.
4 on the clock. Valentine dishes to Holiday. And the Bulls with another miss.
Yeah, really frustrating right now. They just can't seem to stem the tide here.
Nothing they're doing on the defensive end is working. They've got to figure something out, and fast.
Kicks it out to Crawford. And the 3 off target. Bulls trail by 15. Dunn passes to Felicio to halt the run, and it's Daniels with the rebound. Daniels has got 4 rebounds in this game.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A plus 10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know. They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Lopez kicks to Valentine. Bounce pass, Lopez. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. Now, here's Ariza. Defense is right there. Crawford against Holiday. There's Jackson with the 3. Doesn't get it to drop for him. And the Bulls going the other way now. Now, here's Valentine. Guarded by Jackson. Done with it. And you know the points will always be there for him. He's averaging just a shade under 20 points a game right now. Over Daniels. And again, no good by Chicago. And it's Ariza with the ball for Phoenix. 18 points separating the teams. That's the biggest lead of the game.
I'll tell you, he's not going to get in his coach's good graces if he's missing wide open looks like that.
Phoenix has gotten half their shots from three-point range to go down in the second quarter. 3 of 6 from downtown.
Well, yeah, I mean, you want to give your offense a chance, and that possession didn't do it.
Not at all, Greg. I mean, no reason for him to be taking these kinds of shots. He has only himself to blame.
Justin Holiday, the older brother of Drew Holiday, stints in the G League and abroad, but Greg, he has solidified himself as an NBA player.
Yeah, standing at 6'7" with that 7-foot wingspan. Every team in the league wants long, versatile wings with shooting. And this young man fits the bill.
And Trevor Ariza, such a steady veteran.
I mean, just long, versatile defender, can also knock down the triple. When you look at how far he's come since he entered the league as really just a raw athlete, it's a credit to his work ethic, no doubt about it. He has mastered his role.
Now, gentlemen, 2 shots. 2 shots.
That free throw, no good. Carter, he's checked in for Chicago. Parker comes in for Justin Holiday, and the Suns making a change here as well. Rashawn Holmes, he's checked in for Ayton. And he's good on the second. Bulls trail by 17. Dunn kicks to Carter. Parker up top. And the pass to Dunn. Bulls moving the ball around. Carter inside the three-point line. Rebounded by Jackson.
Yeah, and they've shown effort and aggression in the paint, really right from the tip. Their rebounding edge right now, massive.
Offensive rebound. Kicks it out to Crawford.
2 minutes, 2 1.
Just 5 on the clock. The second chance effort. And it's good off the back rim and in. Crawford's got 9.
Obviously, a mix-up defensively on that possession.
Dunn dishes to Lopez. Back to Dunn. 1:37 left now here in the second. Lopez outside. Parker against Jackson. Pulls it up. Parker's shot is off.
Well, can't find the target, but good work to get into open space inside the arc.
Ariza kicks to Daniels. Passes it to Crawford. Launches a 3. Crawford missing again.
Well, the struggles from the field continue for this guy. The way it's going, he shouldn't be more than a secondary option for them at this point.
Pass to Parker. In the corner, Valentine with it. And the Bulls with another miss. Phoenix leading by 19 points. Here is Daniels. 35 seconds left in the second quarter. Outside Jackson. The shot's good on the assist by Daniels. Jackson's got a pair of triples in the second now for Phoenix. The Bulls shooting just 34% from the floor. And Trevor Ariza is going to pick up a foul here. That's his first foul. Some changes for Chicago. Portis, he's checked in for Lopez. And Levine subbed in for Valentine. Tyson Chandler, he's checked in for the Suns. Devin Booker comes in for Troy Daniels. .24 seconds left to play in the first half.
Josh Jackson.
The Bulls have yet to miss from the free throw line. They're 3 for 3.
And how about as a group, 80% on the season, one of their best attributes.
2.
He misses the free throw. And he sinks the second.
And they're getting to the line a lot in this quarter, guys, and it hasn't been by accident.
Knocked away and stolen by Dunn. to the inside. Kick out to Levine. Pass to Dunn. From past the arc. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him.
A smart defender. Booker can anticipate and uses good balanced movement to get in position.
And so it's Phoenix with a 21-point lead to end the quarter. Their defense has been active and effective. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, Tyson. How have you controlled the tempo in the game in the first half?
I think the way we came out defensively, we locked into their sets. We're taking them out of what they want to accomplish. Because of that, we're able to make some shots on the other end.
Tyson, thanks. We'll see you in the second half. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the third quarter.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, it's good to have you back. You're watching the 2K Sports Halftime Show. This right here is Kenny the Jet Smith. This right here is Shaquille O'Neal. Me, I'm just Ernie. Josh Jackson had a huge first quarter. He had 14 points, 2 steals, and 3 rebounds. Kenny, let's start with you. What did you think about the Suns?
Well, it comes down to confidence. From the opening tip, these guys had that swag. They had the attitude that you can't beat us, we can only beat ourselves.
How about you, Shaq? What did you think about Chicago?
They were brick city, and it was painful to watch. Weak shooting starts to get contagious, and they were struggling all over the place. They got to work on getting more high-quality chances, more layups, fewer prayers.
Thanks for joining us, folks. We're now just a few minutes away from the start of the third quarter.
Welcome back to the hustle and bustle of Chicago, a time-lapse view of all the traffic heading toward downtown. And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. You know, Jabari Parker has been exceptional here today, guys.
And I loved in that first half that they were patient, looked for good shots, and knocked them down.
You know, I think, Greg, they never settled for the first look. It was always about, let's get the best shot possible. Really good judgment on the offensive end.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. Levine and Valentine are the wingmen. Robin Lopez out there with Parker, and it's Dunn in at the point guard position. And that's the group for Fred Hoiberg as we begin the second half. Parker inside, Ariza covering, and that one's good. Parker's got the first basket of the third quarter for Chicago. And so Crawford will bring it up for the Suns. 22 is their biggest lead. And following this game, they hit the road to challenge the Bucks in Milwaukee. They're in the midst of a 4-game road trip right now. That'll be game number 3.
Kev, how about the lightning quick release? It makes Booker really hard to contest and catch and shoot.
Lopez outside. He kicks to Parker. And he's good on the 3-ball. Parker's got 23 points.
Just a positive force right now for these guys. And though his team has fallen a bit short, it's not because of him.
And the dunk by Booker.
Well, this guy is getting better and better at finishing with force near the rim. Go to work, Devin Booker.
Bulls trail by 20. Levine finds Lopez. Back to Levine. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a 3-point play.
One shot.
They wanted a fast start coming out of the break, and they are now 3 for 3.
One shot, gentlemen.
One shot.
Zach LaVine, a high riser. The 2-time dunk contest champ making his return from that ACL surgery. He can be an explosive scorer.
That's tipped. And now Dunn pushing it up. No one back to stop him. He gets it in there.
2 points.
Dunn's got 7 points in the game.
Brilliant second half start. 4 for 4 from the field. Can't ask for any better.
Crawford with the ball. Now defended by Levine. Crawford passes to Ayton. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Jabari Parker. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far.
3rd personal foul.
And from everything you hear, Levine is a big-time gym rat, Greg.
Yeah, I think he's very dedicated to reaching his full potential. And with his shooting and athleticism, I think he's a great fit in today's game in terms of offense.
And they're losing their concentration here, guys. Just sloppy with the ball.
That one, no good. And Phoenix the other way now. Crawford outside. From about 19 feet, and it's good, 2 points. 11 points in the game. Well, we're into the 3rd quarter, just over 2.5 minutes played. Chicago calls timeout.
Definitely not pleased with their rebounding at the defensive end. The number of putbacks they've allowed has been terrible. I'm sure that's what he's going to address during this timeout.
Let's get up! Let's get up!
All right, a moment to check out stats for Josh Jackson. How's the last month of basketball been for him? Averaging about 11 points, 3 rebounds, and 3 assists. And this is the kind of strong, steady play you like to see. He's earning his keep and helping them win games.
I think they need more consistency from him, and they're getting it. Look for this to continue. I love it.
And guys got careless with the ball there, and the turnover leads to the big stuff.
Once he came upright with the steal, he went straight on the attack.
Fantastic anticipation. Then he shows major explosiveness converting at the other end.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Suns leading by 17. Now Booker, he's got 10. Here's Jackson. Another one falls for Phoenix.
Wow, 5 straight buckets coming out of half. They are rolling.
Dunn against Booker. Dunn kicks to Valentine. Dunn passes to Parker. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
That's his 2nd personal foul.
This will make 4 trips to the line so far in the game.
At the line for the Bulls, 2 shots.
Two shots.
And that one misses. Ryan Anderson. He's checked in for Josh Jackson. And the 2nd free throw, good. In the 3rd quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock. The drive by Booker. Gets that one to fall. That's his 6th field goal. He has shot the ball 12 times.
Now, guys, what a terrific feel for the young Booker. Knows exactly how to take what the defense gives him.
Here's Levine. It's hauled in by the Suns. Booker's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Dishes to Crawford. The pass to Ayton. And here's Booker from the arc. Chicago grabs the miss. They'll be playing host to Miami for the next game. That'll be the last of 3 straight at home for the team. And the jam by Levine.
Well, one of those young players, Zach LaVine, just getting better and better.
And so Booker will bring it up for the Suns. 22 is their biggest lead. Passes it to Anderson. From downtown, again the miss by Booker.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Dunn kicks to Levine. From deep. Crawford with the rebound.
He's cold from deep. 0 threes in the second half after hitting just one in the first.
Pass to Ariza. Crawford with the ball. Now defended by Levine. It's Anderson with the drive. That one falls. Anderson's got 6.
Now how about how he sets his man up there, runs him right into the screen, and then gets the basket. Dunn
passes to Lopez. And there's the call on Devin Booker. That'll be his second foul of the game. So for the Bulls, Felicio comes in for Robin Lopez. And Justin Holiday subbed in for Chris Dunn. Phoenix on defense. Pass to Parker. Outside Holiday. Kicks it to Levine. 6 to shoot. Over Crawford. It's deflected, and they'll keep possession. Suns leading by 20. And here's Booker. 12 points for him. Good on the shot.
Well, with that size and strength, for a 2-guard, Booker is a legitimate threat even in traffic.
Guys, they're looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Parker against Anderson. Parker kicks to Levine. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. That one is on Ariza.
Just a great job picking his spots where to be aggressive. Levine drawing fouls at a higher rate these days.
And this will be his second and third shots at the line here. The first free throw is good.
This is a very good free throw shooter already. And with a little focus, Levine could be one of the league's best.
The Bulls making a switch here. Carter's checked in. And then for Phoenix, Tyson Chandler. He's checked in for Ayton. Rashawn Holmes comes in for Trevor Ariza. And Daniels subbed in for Jamal Crawford. And so Levine nails both of them. Suns leading by 20. Daniels with it. He dishes it to Anderson. Chandler the pass to Booker. Over Levine. No good from Booker.
Boy, he's definitely covered well there. And we know he can knock down the fadeaway shot. Just didn't fall there.
And there's the pass to Felicio. Carter outside. There's the dish to Parker. Just 5 to shoot. Levine inside the three-point line. And again, no good by Chicago. For Phoenix, they've gotten 8 of their 11 shots to drop since the break. A great third quarter for them offensively. Levine against Booker. Chandler outside. On the wing, Daniels. Booker with no one around. The shot's good on the assist by Daniels.
For 3.
Daniels has got 3 assists now in this one. For Chicago, they've gotten 6 of their 12 shots to drop for him here in the second half so far. Poked loose and stolen by Booker. Left side Anderson. Not wasting any time and taking the shot and knocking it down.
Devin Booker.
Anderson's got 4 this quarter. Chicago's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Levine kicks to Felicio. Parker against Anderson. It's Parker with the drive. Back to Felicio. 4 on the shot clock. Outside Holiday. Phoenix grabs the miss.
Boy, he has been cold for a while now.
Yeah, starting to look like it's taking its toll mentally. He doesn't look like himself.
Levine against Booker. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
Boy, this guy has been transcendent this quarter. Something really lit a fire underneath this guy.
For Phoenix, they have made 4 free throws from the line and missed 2. The Bulls making a switch here. Portis is checked in.
Shooting 1.
Well, I think we know that Devin Booker is known for his shooting, but to me, guys, there's also the passing and the rebounding aspect that comes into play with him.
And it's Parker in the corner. Carter on the wing, guarded by Holmes. And there's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for 2.
And a moment here to look at some of the stats for Devin Booker. Averaging about 32 points, 6 rebounds, and 4 assists. He has been at his most dynamic, no question about it, a real handful.
Let's make no mistake, one of the elite talents in the NBA and operating at the highest level right now.
That one is off. He hits the second from the line. Here is Daniels. He kicks it to Booker. Rebound by Parker. Parker's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Here's Levine. A second chance effort, and it's good on the layup. Portis has got 5 now.
Now that's how you pick up second chance points. Stay active and be ready as soon as the shot goes up.
And Levine comes to help. And we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there.
Yeah, baby, groovy.
Jump ball.
So it's Phoenix now. Here's Chandler. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
And good passing, setting up a lot of these buckets right now, Kevin. That's been the key.
Let's remember, back in 2001, Tyson Chandler was picked 2nd overall. You'll love that he won a title with the Mavericks as the starting center. And how about the longevity? Really impressive.
And Phoenix making a change here. Jackson's checked in.
One shot.
And when you think about Chandler, tremendous high school player in Compton, California, but initially grew up on a farm.
Yeah, young Tyson milking cows, slopping pigs, cultivating crops. How about he's nearly 6 feet tall at age 9, and once he got to the city, he became one of the more storied high school players in the LA area, and then goes on to do great things in the pros. What a story, what a journey.
Their 3-point percentage has taken a big leap here in this second half.
Carter.
Now, here's Holmes. Chandler finds Booker. And Levine comes to help. 6 on the shot clock. Parker against Jackson. Double team on Parker, and the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball.
Jump ball.
And it's the Bulls with the ball. Passes it to Holiday. Yes, that goes in.
I love the ball movement there. He put that on a silver platter. Just served him up.
And so Booker will bring it up for the Phoenix Suns. Pass to Holmes. 1:16 left to play in the third. And Levine comes to help. And the dunk by Chandler.
Well, he is lethal attacking the rim, particularly in those pick and rolls. Tyson Chandler still has juice.
And Levine, here we go. And it's Chicago scoring again.
Okay, nice job here in the second half. Field goal percentage is way up from what it was at halftime when it was just barely above 30%.
Daniels passes to Chandler. For three, Booker. The rebound by Holiday. Well, Chicago has gone into the three-point range 4 times since halftime and buried 2 of them. Levine, good.
I tell you, we think of him as a dunker, but you've got to appreciate Levine's touch and his creativity.
5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. And the dunk by Booker.
Incredibly reliable as a scorer. He's always looking for ways to help the team succeed. It's happening again tonight.
Here's Levine. 18 points for him. Pass to Holiday. From deep three-point range, no good. And so it's the Phoenix Suns riding high with a 23-point lead heading into the break. The scoring has been tremendous, and they are shooting lights out with very high accuracy. And don't go away. We'll be right back. And let's take this chance now to show you the State Farm assist of the game.
And definitely deserving of the prize tonight. How about the read he made here? Looking like a point guard, putting the pass right on the money.
Greg, he's got the size to survey over the top of the defense and find the open man. That was beautiful.
And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the 4th quarter. On Phoenix, looking who they've got on the floor. Booker out there with Crawford. Then there's Rashawn Holmes, and it's Chandler, and it's Jackson in at the small forward. Dunn kicks to Holiday. There's the pass to Portis. 6 to shoot. And it's Dunn in the corner. The three-pointer, no good. The Suns shooting 59% up to this point. They're working for great shots, and they're hitting them. Booker looking around. Crawford against Holiday. Outside Jackson. Holmes finds Chandler. Jackson from long range. And out of bounds as the Bulls gain possession.
Chicago ball.
And a chance now to look at the schedule for Chicago. They'll be facing Hassan Whiteside and the Miami Heat. And then on Saturday, they'll face off against Jimmy Butler and the Minnesota Timberwolves.
And for that game against the Spurs, that's a contest that could easily go either way. Small mistakes could be the difference, and both teams will need to be at their best.
Carter kicks to Portis. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. G-League, Doris, growing roster of teams, introduced 2-way contracts last season. Is it safe to call it an official minor league at this point, do you think?
Well, I'm just going to say that I thought this was one of the best changes to the NBA last season. And you look at certain players who went back and forth between the G-League, and when they were up with the respective NBA team, they were a significant part of the rotation. Quinn Cook comes to mind. The NBA champion had a 2-way player in Quinn Cook who was a vital part of their G League and then becomes a vital part of their real-time success. To me, what a tremendous platform for player development, Kevin.
Yeah, the league has gotten it right with this. Catching up on the changes for Phoenix. Bender, he's checked in for Rashawn Holmes. Bridges comes in for Jamal Crawford. And it's Isaiah Cannon in for Devin Booker. And that's good as he hits both of his shots. Suns leading by 23. Final quarter of play, about a minute and a half off the clock into it. Stolen by Ashik. In transition, here come the Bulls. Blakeney passes to Payne. Here's Hutchison. Just 5 on the clock. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
That's his first personal foul.
Players going to great lengths to improve their performance and extending their prime years. We're seeing it all over the league. Doris, it amazes me.
I heard a number of LeBron James spending 7 figures a year.
Wow.
That's a 1 in 6 zeros to take care of his body.
No kidding.
Right. Making an investment in your
Shooting
future.
2.
Understanding nutrition to training to recovery. Listen, you have a limited window, Kevin, to make money with your body if you're a professional athlete. So why you wouldn't want to extend that window as long as possible? You're playing a kid's game for fun, Kevin.
Mm-hmm.
Come on, let's lengthen it out if we can.
So both teams changing it up here. That one misses.
They're not doing themselves any favors with their free throw shooting this half.
Outside Jackson. Kicks it out to Crawford. Shoots over Portis. Gets the front of the rim and out. And Chicago shooting around 40% from the floor here. Here's Dunn. Off target from three-point range.
Well, this is a tough night so far. They'd be smart to rely more on a couple of their other options. I'll tell you, it takes fantastic vision and flawless timing to produce an assist like that.
And here's Dunn. He'll bring it up for the Bulls. Pass to Portis. And there's the call on Devin Booker. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. When it comes to building confidence, Doris, some people say playing one-on-ones in practice is a huge help. Is that something that you did when you were playing at Providence?
Kevin, I believe this could be the single greatest development tool for any individual player. If you start at the free throw line and play one-on-one against a player who's maybe slightly above your level or certainly at your level, and you limit that one-on-one from the free throw line to 2 dribbles or less, your skill set, I promise you, is going to develop. The other thing I would encourage young players to do is play 3-on-3 because it forces you to move and to cut and to screen and how to do those things properly if you're going to be effective. I love 1-on-1, 2-on-2, 3-on-3. It always helps you when you go back to the 5-on-5.
That's such great advice.
That's all about the positioning right there. Doesn't let anybody beat him to the spot before he can get the follow-up.
Over to the left wing. Lopez dishes to Dunn. Whistle blows. Bucket is good, and he'll have a chance at the line to make it a 3-point play.
Listen, there are a few guards in this league who can overpower defenders, but Dunn, that rare breed.
At the line for the Bulls. One shot.
One shot.
On the free throw, no good. A lot of times late in the season, Doris, we see the expensive vets bought out of their contracts. Often they sign for a a cheap price for a true contender, and that affects parity among postseason qualifiers.
No doubt about it, Kevin. It really brings into very sharp focus the value of a quality GM, because the rich can get richer, and it can tilt things toward the top teams. I don't mind it, Kevin. Part of the reason these players agree to a buyout in the first place is the opportunity to choose their next situation. It is within the rules, and therefore I have no problem with it.
I like it as well. Booker against Dunn. And stolen by Dunn. All alone. And Dunn with the slam.
Yeah, just amazing hustle. Chris Dunn using his long arms to come away with these kinds of steals.
And Booker kicks to Crawford. On the wing, Jackson. Shoots it up. And Crawford with the basket on the assist by Jackson. And that's 15 points for Jamal Crawford. Bulls trail by 21. Outside Portis. Dunn against Booker. Left side Portis.
Pretty early to be over the limit. That foul situation is something we want to keep an eye on.
That's his third personal foul.
Denzel Valentine, another tough, high IQ player, Greg, out of Michigan State.
Yeah, four-year player for the Spartans. He knows how to play the game of basketball.
Gentlemen,
and has the versatility to impact the game in a variety of ways.
The first free throw is good. Doris, when you view international basketball, 13 and 14-year-olds playing in academies, some players turning pro overseas at 16, would something like that work in this country?
You know what, Kevin? I'm not necessarily for something like this. What I do believe is the NBA could become more involved across the board, and we should have more uniformity in basketball in general. And I think one of the ways to do that is to make sure we set up some sort of basketball committee across the different levels of basketball, starting with youth, going to high school, into college, then the semi-professional sort of basketball leagues out there, or the formative leagues like the G League, and then the NBA. I think we just need to look at the game in its totality and create some measure of uniformity. But frankly, I don't love the idea of 13 and 14-year-olds leaving their home to go to, quote, sport academies.
The G League last season experimenting, Doris, with coaches' challenges of certain calls during games. Do you see that perhaps moving over as well to the NBA?
Kevin, my understanding on this is that across NBA ownership, there is real momentum to allow for a coach's challenge. And I think it's commonplace to see teams argue a call. When it's all said and done, we want to get things correct. And so maybe you see this happen in the G League. And what's the carryover to the NBA? I don't know, but I can tell you unequivocally, ownership wants to see a coach's challenge in the NBA at some point.
And I think, Doris, anytime you can make those coaches do more, put more on the line, just adds to the intrigue of the game.
No question.
Suns leading by 22. Ayton, and Ayton throws it down.
Well, Devin Booker is known as a scorer, but this guy will find you if you're open.
Valentine kicks to Levine. Lopez outside. Crawford against Levine. And there's the call on DeAndre Ayton. That will get him his fourth foul of the game, and due to the bonus, we'll head to the line for two.
Zach Levine at the line for the Bulls. 2 shots.
Shooting 2.
Free throw good, Levine. We've seen, Doris, the NBA take a very active role in growing the game internationally. Talk about some of the specifics you've seen in that regard?
Well, I think you have a great leader at the top in Adam Silver who understands that the game is growing on an international stage. It's becoming increasingly popular. And so you see NBA teams going over and playing regular season games in different countries. That's one particular way. Then you have the NBA Cares initiative, which when those teams are over there, they can go out and build basketball academies. NBA in Africa is a once-a-year trip, and they bring 2 teams of NBA players. Think about some of the players off of that continent where they have turned into legit stars. So I think it's important that the game continue to develop, and I love that the NBA considers it part of their responsibility.
Done shot's good.
And after an abysmal first half from the field, the shot's now starting to fall.
And Booker gets to Ariza. Dishes it to Jackson. Pass to Ayton. 5 on the clock. And the rebound goes to Lopez. Lopez has got his 4th rebound in this one. Dunn looking over the floor. And it's Lopez at the elbow. Pass to Portis. And Trevor Ariza is going to pick up a foul here. That's his 3rd foul so far. Bonus situation in effect, so we'll head to the free throw line for 2.
At the line for the Bulls, 2 shots.
Shooting 2.
Free throw good, Portis. So he makes 1 of 2 as the second one misses. And it's Jackson with the ball, bringing it up for the Suns. They have a 19-point lead. Now here's Ayton. He's covered closely. No good from Booker. Bulls have gone 5 for 9 from the field in the final quarter so far. And stolen by Ayton. Lets the 3 fly. That's good from Ariza on the assist by Crawford. Crawford's got 5 assists tonight.
His shooting has been outstanding. Definitely one of the reasons they're up in this game.
Levine finds Lopez. Ariza brings the double. Back to Lopez. The pass to Levine. 5 to shoot. Feeds it to Valentine. Stolen by Jackson. Here's Crawford, and a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. It's on Zach LaVine.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
Phoenix, Jamal Crawford at the line for 2.
Shooting 2, gentlemen.
First free throw is good. Doris, last year the NBA signed a deal to broadcast G League games on the internet channel Twitch.
Well, you know Adam Silver is always looking at new methods for broadcasting this great league and the G League. And I think we live in an era of an increasingly digital world. The next generation views their platforms in non-traditional, non-linear fashion. So to me, this is really smart decision-making.
I know you're a big Twitch watcher yourself. You subscribe, and like me, you love the G League.
I'm always twitching.
Well, Chicago's gotten off 4 3-pointers in the final quarter, and 2 of them have fallen. Portis against Ariza. And Trevor Ariza is going to pick up a foul here. That will get him his 4th foul of the game, and due to the bonus, we will head to the line for 2.
Portis at the line for the Bulls, 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
Free throw good, Portis. Both good from the line that time. Phoenix leading by 22. And Booker kicks to Ariza. And he uses the glass on the layup.
And that bucket adds to what has been a big difference in points in the paint between the two teams.
Bulls have gone 5 for 9 from the field in the final quarter so far. On the wing, Levine. Bulls moving the ball around. Dunn shot's good.
He's been a different guy here in the second half. His shooting percentage far better than it was before the break.
Jackson kicks to Ayton. Passes to Ariza. That's in for his 8th bucket tonight. A hot 8 for 11 shooting so far.
I'll tell you, this guy will not stop pouring it on. It doesn't matter what approach they've tried to use against him. He has had an answer for everything.
Time called here. The Bulls decide to talk it over. Well, the league is always looking for ways to adjust the rules, make them better. There's a committee that studies this every single year. And, you know, with that in mind, Doris, any rules you think they should alter or tweak?
Yeah, there's absolutely one, Kevin. And I think this goes to the point where perhaps we can have some more uniformity in the FIBA-ruled games that are played and the NBA. And there's one thing that's occurred in international play where players are becoming more athletic, and the opportunity for electric stuff to happen in transition is critical. To me, we have got to stop the intentional fouls, which are prohibiting fast breaks and all the potential for the explosive, exciting athleticism to be on display. So that, to me, is something we've got to address.
I'm with you. Jackson against Levine. And there's the call on Devin Booker. That'll be foul number 5 on him, and due to the bonus, we'll be headed to the free throw line.
Bobby Portis. At the line for the Bulls, 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
No good on the free throw. And he misses the second one as well, so he is 0 for 2 that time. And so Crawford will bring it up for Phoenix. Kicks it to Ariza. Right side Jackson. And the Suns tack on 2 more.
And this is encouraging to see from Josh Jackson, proving he's got takeover ability. That's pretty.
Ariza brings the double. And we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there. For today's defensive schemes, Doris, which are more valuable in your opinion? Great on-ball defenders or great help defenders?
Well, I think you need both, obviously. I think anytime you can pressure the ball to a high level, I think that's very disruptive at the point of attack. But I also think in an era of incredible motion offense, you think of players and teams like the Golden State Warriors, the San Antonio Spurs, there's great ball movement, player movement, and you've got to be able to be aware at least 2 passes away. So you need both quality types of defenders, to me, to have a high-level defense, Kev.
I agree. It begins with an on-ball defender and usually evolves into a help defender. I mean, you can't do one without the other.
Agreed.
Levine can't hit. Phoenix has gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the 4th quarter. Crawford up top, guarded by Levine. Crawford kicks to Jackson. To the paint. That's good from Booker on the assist by Jackson. And that's 31 points for Devin Booker. Bulls have gone 6 of 11 since the start of the 4th quarter.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for the Suns.
As one-sided as it gets today, you know, there were some dominant moments in there.
Well, this guy is a highlight reel waiting to happen. Josh Jackson with authority.
And a terrific bit of chaos there on the replay, presented by the Under Armour Hover Havoc. Dunn kicks to Levine. Shot to stop the run. Hands it from downtown.
I'll tell you, you're not going to find a much more confident basketball player. He always believes the points are going to come.
Booker the pass to Ariza. Ayton with it. He dishes it to Booker. Got a piece of it. Clock at 6. Lets it fly. That shot off. And it's Chicago the other way. Levine with it. Now guarded by Booker. Got it. Nice one there from Levine.
Hey, guys, you got to ask, where was this effort when it mattered? The game's over now.
Right. Frustrating for sure, Greg. I don't think they'll be able to mount a comeback at this point.
Done against Booker. So it's the Suns winning easily here. A resounding victory for them. And Greg in enemy territory, no less.
That's exactly right. But with the way they controlled the game and just completely took the crowd out of it, that's how to get it done on the road.
It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks, Kevin. Jamal, how did you guys get this win tonight?
We have good players. We have a good coach. I mean, he put us in good positions to succeed. Our players play for each other. We don't care about who scores, and we're a real team.
Yeah, there was a lot of flow out there tonight. Congrats again. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. So long, everyone.